First of all, hold on a second. Pineapple does not go on pizza. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. Pineapple does not, and I repeat, does not go on pizza. Welcome back to the Junior Mints podcast. This podcast is here to help you guys navigate life while also helping you guys see the fun sides of life as well. My name is Finn Lawler. I'm your host. Let's jump right in. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about some unpopular opinions, including some of my own. So that'll be towards the end of the episode, though, so stick around. So, unpopular opinions, right? We all have them. We all have them, right? Those thoughts we know will get us a few side eyes at a dinner party or a whole comment section full of angry emojis. But what makes an unpopular opinion truly unpopular? And why is it so fun to share them? First, let's define our terms. An unpopular opinion isn't just a simple preference. It's not saying you prefer Marvel over DC. That's a common debate, even though Marvel's better, but whatever. An unpopular opinion is something that goes directly against the grain of widely accepted belief. It's the kind of statement that makes people stop and say, wait, what? It's the belief that an entire cultural touchstone is overrated. So why do we love unpopular opinions so much? I think it's because they're a form of rebellion. In a world where we're constantly told what to like and how to feel, voicing an unpopular opinion is a small act of defiance. It says my perspective is different and that's okay. Or you just like what you like. It can also be a great conversation starter. Nothing gets a group of people more engaged than a statement like pineapple on pizza is a culinary masterpiece or the Beatles are boring. First of all, hold on a second. Pineapple does not go on pizza. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. Pineapple does not, and I repeat, does not go on pizza. Also, the Beatles are great. Let's be real. The anatomy of an unpopular opinion. So, what are some of the most common categories of unpopular opinions? Well, here we go. The first one is the cultural. Hello, I can't even say that word to save my life. The cultural touchstone is overrated. This is a classic. It's the belief that a beloved movie, TV show, band, or artist just doesn't live up to the hype. Think of statements like, I just don't get the hype around The Office, or classic rock is just a bunch of guys yelling. These opinions challenge the nostalgia and collective memory that a generation holds dear. First of all, so I don't know if this is going to make you guys mad at me, but I've actually never seen The Office. I don't know. I don't really get and this is one of my unpopular opinions. I don't really see the hype behind The Office. I'm sure it's a great show. Same with like Friends. Never seen it. I don't really plan on watching it. I'm sure it's fine, but eh. So there's one. The food controversy opinion. This is where things can get heated. From the great pineapple on pizza debate to the shocking admission that you don't like chocolate. These opinions tap into our most basic comforts. The food opinions that truly stand out are the ones that question what is considered a universal good. For example, coffee is just a bitter, glorified energy drink. Now, wait a second. Hold on. Coffee is great. It was described to me once as hot bean water. And it's true. Coffee is just, I freaking love coffee though. It's so good. The everyday life hot take. These are the opinions that question the accepted norms of daily life. Things like small talk is a waste of time. I mean, it is kind of. It's not rude to leave a party without saying goodbye. You might want to talk to the host about that one. They challenge social conventions and can make people feel a bit uncomfortable because they question the very rules we all live by. So, what's fascinating about these opinions is that they're often based on a valid, if subjective, observation. For example, the person who thinks The Office is overrated might just not enjoy the cringy, mockumentary style of humor. The person who hates cilantro might have the gene that makes it taste like soap. See, I think I forget who it was. I think it was my sister who doesn't like cilantro. That's fair, honestly. There's often a kernel of truth or a unique perspective buried in there, but it's so wrapped in a veneer of controversy that we often just dismiss it. So, how do you handle an unpopular opinion? Whether you're voicing one or hearing one, don't be sorry for who you are and having your opinion. That's not in the script here, but just don't be sorry for who you are. Own who you are. First, if you're the one sharing, be prepared for a lot of pushback. Yeah, but also be ready to explain your perspective without being preachy. It's an opinion, not a fact. Start with, this is going to be controversial, but I think, or here's my unpopular opinion. And if you're on the receiving end, don't take it personally. See? Don't take it personally. A person saying they don't like a movie you love isn't an attack on your taste. It's a chance to understand their perspective. You can ask, that's interesting, why do you feel that way? Instead of launching into an impassioned defense. Ultimately, unpopular opinions are a good reminder that not everyone sees the world in the same way. They keep us on our toes, challenge our assumptions, and they're a great way to spark a conversation that's much more interesting than talking about the weather. First of all, that is true. Second of all right, here's the time you guys have been waiting for, my unpopular opinions. So let's see. I'm going to say, well, for one, here's one in the food category. So I think that oatmeal raisin cookies are better than chocolate chip. My one of my friends will be like, actually, and then so one of my best friends from college, I'll tell him this, and he'll be like, I don't speak wrong, but it's I don't know, something about the oatmeal raisin cookie just tastes better than chocolate chip. And also, I think chocolate chip cookies are overrated. To be honest with you, I think they're great, but it depends on how they're prepared. You know, so again, I don't really care if I get flack for that. That's just my opinion. Let's see what other unpopular opinions I have. Oh, here's the one for the movie category. I think Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith is better than Empire Strikes Back. I told that to my one of my old coworkers once, and they're like, "Oh, wait a minute, hold on." And but it's true. I prefer Episode 3 over Episode 5 of Star Wars. The story is just better. Sure, Episode 5 is great, but it's not like as good as Episode 3. It's just not. Let's see what other unpopular. Oh, I thought Glee was good. I've seen the show a couple times. It's a pretty good show. Uh, and it doesn't matter. It's just a TV show. Who cares? Um, Pineapple does not belong on pizza. It's true. It does not. I'm trying to rattle off my unpopular opinions. Uh, the movie Speed Racer from 2008 is a masterpiece, and I would say it's better than most of the cinema we have now. I'm trying to think of an unpopular opinion. Oatmeal raisin better than oatmeal raisin cookies are better than chocolate chip. We all know. I mean, I already said this, but we all know it to be true. Uh, I don't know. I'm trying to think of it. Anyway, so that being said, what from the unpopular opinions I told you, go ahead and leave a comment down below which one you disagree with the most, and I'm sure we can talk about it. But anyway, this has been the Junior Mints Podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to this episode all about unpopular opinions. If you'd enjoyed it, please drop a like, subscribe down below, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.